Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Wanderstop. We did not have an episode yesterday because, work's been crazy. And if anything I have learned from Wanderstop, it's that, Alta or I need to take breaks. What is this? Just green? Or is it a frog cup? I think it's a frog cup. It's a frog cup. Oh my god. It took us so long to find the frog cup. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, wait a second. So I needed like 3 beans or some shit for this next garbage that Nana wants me to make. So let's go collect some beans while my frog cup gets cleaned. Give. And give. And I'm gonna need a little bit more beanage after that, even. Okay, there's another one. Because Nana requires like 1 billion beans. Okay. So put them all in the cleaner. Here you go. Wrong thing. There you go. There you go. And then one more is coming down. Thank you. My cup! Look at it! Look at it, it's great. What a wonderful teacup. One second. Maybe I put it up here. Look at it! Look at our frog things. Oh, this is great. This is wonderful. I mean, I've gotta use the cup though. I just wanted a better look at it. But yeah, frog cup's gonna be used for sure. We gotta make use of that. All right, you can sit right there for now. Okay though. What other garbage did you want? You said you hated something, and... yeah? So hold up, where's the cup of coffee? I'm working on it, chill. Absolutely not, I will never chill, and nothing you say will ever change that. There are 3 beans in hot water, then pour warm whaling and cinnamon on top of it. 3 beans and then warm whaling and cinnamon coffee on top. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this garbage. Out you go. Just so I remember to do away with it. Alright. Whaling and cinnamon. So the whaling fruit are the little things that look like... yeah, these little melon looking things. Yeah, okay, so we got one of those. Now, I just need cinnamon. Which... can't quite remember what cinnamon is. Lavender, nutty, tastes like your... oh, I read that it tastes like your best friend. I'm like, no, I'm not a cannibal, I'm good. Sweet and sugary, whistleberries, pell melon. So pink with 3 yellow. No, those are prison peppers. Oh, good. I have 1 pink seed. It's actually perfect. With 3 yellow. There you are. And then here. Hello. You following me? What you need? It's because I fed you coffee, huh? You like me for that reason? Okay. Give me my pell melons. Really don't look like they would taste like cinnamon. They look like they taste like some sort of watermelon grape flavored candy. Alright, so I have everything I need except the coffee beans. Let's put not one of those over here, but one of these. And put the other T-ball down, and then my other prison peppers, yeah? Not the whaling fruit. Prison pepper. Because I have to pick up 4 coffee beans. I need space. There we go. Okay, so up we go. And this has to be hot. Second one needs to just be warm. So there's something else I've got to keep in mind. But you want this hot. I also have, we've been getting achievements this entire time. Basically just as we progress through the story, we have one achievement left. So, I am imagining we are pretty close at this point. Here you are. 4 coffee beans. That was a lot of coffee beans. Look at how dark that roast is. I don't even know if that's what that means by dark roast. But you know, it's fine. Alright, so pour some of that in there. That's probably enough, right? And then yeah, we're gonna pour some of the other on top. It can do with a little bit more, I think. There you go. Like a single drop. Okay, so that's what happens if you do that. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, a little overflowed, but we're good. We're good. So now I gotta do this whole thing again. Oh yeah, no, because I can just, yeah, that can just pour in there. Who cares? Yeah, on top, like I did last time. That's fine. Okay, and this needs to be warm. So we need to get the heat to about halfway. Which is conveniently, like, right at the beginning of that bar. Let's kick it. Alright. Oh my god, I just realized I put 4 coffee beans in there. I put 4 coffee beans in there, not 3. Ah, shit. You think she'll still take it? You think she'll still take it? She said 3. Oh, I screwed it up. I put all 4 in there. I got a little bit in over my head. I don't think she'll still take it with 4. She'll probably be like, bleh, too much coffee. But I might as well try it, I guess, just to see. If it doesn't work, then I'll just have to remake it. Ugh. This Mountain Dew coffee. Now it's lava coffee? That's just magma. Alright. Well, I have my 3-bean coffee down there. I just went ahead and remade it because I didn't want to risk it. I have my 3-bean coffee down here. And then now we just put lava on top of it. And we should be good. There. This should be right. I did everything right this time. I didn't have to, you know, do commentary during it, so I couldn't get as distracted. I know I'm a stupid fool. It's fine. I can't say I've come to terms with it, but I'm used to it. Here you go. I should sit down to drink this. No, you shouldn't. Here you go. Gotta grab it so aggressively. Uh-huh. Yeah, sip it. My cup! I used one of my nice cups! Yep, you did it. Your credit? I'll say this, you brought me 2 cups of coffee. Oh, that's sweet of you to say. No, it isn't. It's the cold, objective truth. So you did bring me a second coffee. Fine, take something else on my hands, but only one. Retro cup? Is that a picture of a ghost? Oh, no, that picture's sick. Say, Get over there. The one whose parents are a mystery. What's her deal? What's she doing around here? No idea. She's just been running around drawing on the walls, asking me questions. She calls herself Monster, but I don't know if that's her real name. Listen to me. Kid like that running around unsupervised, it's no good. Kids don't just automatically become healthy, well-rounded people like me. It takes work. They need coaching. They need direction. You hear what I'm saying? What you've done for the kid, huh? What kind of direction are you giving her? I'm proudly letting her draw on the walls. That's your idea of proper role modeling? Listen up, you're gonna ruin that kid with your hippie delusions. You're gonna run her right into the ground. Forget about this ad hoc art class you're letting her host. Try giving her an inkling of direction. Think a kid like that just figures it all out on her own? Hell no. Surprised you care this much. Now see here. Now listen here. The fact that you think I'm a heartless barnacle doesn't bother me none. I got no need to explain myself to you. I'm just here speaking the cold objective truth. The truth is that you're the only person here this kid will probably listen to. Got it? Don't screw up with your nonsense. Alright, now get out of here. Your nano-buckless vibes are wrecking my intended atmosphere. Bye, Nana. Well, I got a picture of a sick-ass ghost, so I don't care. I don't even care one bit. I don't even care at all. So, let's see here. What do we have? Where do I want to put you? You need a long spot. You know what? It's better than a picture of Nana. It's better than a picture of Nana. That's like, this is like straight up the Nana concept art, I bet. With the black background, it makes me think. Hey kid. What do you need? You having fun? Hey, I got a question. If I find a thing and nobody else is using it, that means it's mine, right? Do I get to keep it? What exactly did you find? Come here, I'll show you. Okay. I'm slightly afraid at what you found. I really should be reading my economics book up there, but I'm kind of procrastinating. Bum, bum. Alright, kid, where are we going? Jeez. You're taking me on a quest. Honestly, I don't even care about the writing on the walls, but you just walking through mud barefoot and then walking into the Wanderstop, that I'm a little bit have more of an issue with. Oh, you're gonna take my sword. Look, it's a cool sword. I found it, so I get to keep it, right? Well, that's actually my sword, so it belongs to me. If it's yours, why is it sitting over here? Oh, well, it's a really strange reason. I don't know how to explain it. Tell me! Well... I used to be a fighter. This was the sword I used in combat. You were a fighter? Yep. 8 years professionally. Whoa, that's so cool! Where'd your sword come from? How'd you get it? Had it made for me by one of the truly great blacksmiths where I lived. Gave her endless instructions and specifications for how it should feel and what it should look like. When I held the finished work, I knew beyond a doubt that it would help me become a champion. Endless days I trained with only this sword over and over, learning its every subtlety. Years of practice, hundreds of fights, all using the sword. By the end I felt complete and total mastery with it. The sword was made for me. Shaped myself around it. Whoa, did you also wear this big stupid mask? No, the mask belongs to, someone else. Which, someone did leave a comment mentioning that, one of the things that was interesting about when Rin came back is basically due to looking into things a little bit and noticing more things than I noticed. You can notice that when Rin returned, they couldn't, like, hold their mask, basically. Just like I can't, like, hold my sword. It became really heavy to them, just like my sword is to me, so they had to leave it here. I'm probably getting some things wrong and paraphrasing, but they left a good comment on... Can't remember which part it was. I want to say it was 16, but one of the parts. You ever killed a person in a fight? I want to talk about that. But I want to know everything about fighting. Is it fun to be in a real fight? Does it make you feel super, super cool? Monster, I don't do this because it's cool or fun. Really? So why do you do it? Because it challenges me in a way that I love. Because I'm good at it, because you grow the most when you're facing danger. It challenges me in a way I love. We don't need this Saiyan rhetoric here. That's something Vegeta would say. A lot of skills is totally subjective as to how good you are compared to others. Combat is black and white. Either you overpower your opponent or they overpower you. So every time I defeat someone in combat, I know without question that I'm the one who worked harder. It's perfect crystal clarity. I did the work and you didn't. A lot of things in the world are confusing, but this one thing isn't. It's incredible. What? What's that look? You're the coolest person ever! Really? I said I was stupid and old. Yeah, that's because I didn't know you could fight. But now I know you're a fighter, a real one. That's so cool! Finally, a child's approval. Who is that? Aw man, Jackie No Name would freak out if he knew I was hanging out with you. Let me have some tea. I want more tea. Drink or to abandon? Yeah! Listen, if you want tea, you should request a specific kind. What's your favorite taste or your favorite thing to eat? Sometimes I eat dirt, but not because I wanna, just because it makes Annabeth so mad, which I like. What else? Cereal. Commander Crispies is my favorite. I eat it every time I'm staying at Tessa's place. Tessa's mom is so cool because she actually lets me eat sugary cereal. Cereal sucks if it doesn't have lots of sugar in it. That's what Commander Crispy says. Okay, so things that you eat include breakfast cereal, sugar, and dirt. I know exactly which thing to give you. Yeah, I think so. Alright, I'm gonna make you a cup of tea, and this time you're gonna actually drink it. Alright, and there was somebody else? Who was that? You just look like a character straight out of Viva Pinata. Cute fit! Oh, so much purple! Hello! You seem cool, I'll be with you in a moment. I need... the cereal one. There was a cereal one. Makes you think of what you used to have for breakfast. Physical pain, increases your focus to confess their mistakes. Compels you to use the word triangle. It was here! I know it was. Choose your focus, makes a person less likely. It'll taste like citrus milk, and whatever you ate most, there it is, frequent for breakfast as a child. Snot cones. So, oops, all yellow. I'll make it right here. Why not? It's my brewing pocket. Not where I need to be. Alright, so, boom. 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 And boom. And water. Give me my snot cones. Part of a balanced breakfast. Oh, I'm out of water. My frog is sad. There we are. Fill it on up. Okay. Water. Water. Alright. I only need the one, so... we'll go over here and make this tea now. Give? Alright. So, up we go. It's so weird to me that the thing gets, like, kind of stuck if you do it just warm like that. Like, the fire keeps going because you didn't actually finish the process. Very interesting. Alright. Let's keep going. There you go. Over here. Tea and snot cone. And there you are. Get out of there. Oh, I should have done something with that, probably. Given it to a Pluffin. Well, you're not getting my frog cup. I can tell you that for free. That's not happening. There you go. Yeah, you probably don't need a full cup. We'll give you a full cup. A little bit more. There we go, that's probably good enough. Oh, hey, you're right here. Convenient. Here's the tea you asked for. Can I have a different one? No, drink it. Okay. You gotta jump to get it. At least lower it. What do you think? Tastes like cereal, but like the boring kind of cereal. It's not like Commander Crispies at all. Commander Crispies is way sweeter. It has like so much sugar, that's why it's great. Yeah, I'll try to find a way to make it sweeter. Oh. Okay, there was one that mentioned sugar. Okay, I thought since it made you think of the cereal that you liked when you were younger, it would just be good with just that. But no, apparently that's not the case. Oh yeah, it's in my inventory, isn't it? How many pages? Okay, just 7. That's not bad. That's not bad. Maybe we should read it at the end, though. That way if people don't give a shit, which, fair, they can skip it. I don't need the snot cones. So we need snot cones and something else. What's the other thing I needed? Bright and tangy. High in caffeine. Sweet and sugary. Whistleberries. Pink and something, which, I don't have any pink. So, I actually need to find some pink seeds and then possibly make a hybrid. Cool picture, but not super needed at the moment. Pink seeds? Please? Maybe I trim a bunch of this. This sometimes has seeds in it. 'Cause yeah, I mean, I just need pink seeds. Okay, well that was a whole lot of nothing. Is that a geode? It is. Sick. Yeah, still don't have a good way to get the seeds that I need. How unfortunate. I mean, if I could find something that... Yeah, this is unfortunately... Well, we got another frog. You know, you can never have too many frogs. That's a yellow seed, not quite what I needed. Okay. Well, this is going just wonderfully for me, isn't it? Did any of the mushrooms give me anything interesting? A blue seed. Come on. Pink, pink. I shouldn't have let my pink numbers get so low. Come on. Alta needs a new pair of pink plants. Damn it. I got every single color but the one I needed. I mean, I could try to get enough of these in pots in the right area and make a hybrid that way. Okay, I have the seeds I need. So, pink in the middle, and it's going to be surrounded by green. Will give me what I desire, and then I can make like some sugar smacks for this kid. Yeah, you, what am I doing? My brain's turning off, that's what it's doing. Alright. Give me one of those. And we put this in, so. Alright, here we are. Snot cone and sugar. There. I thought it would just work the previous time because, I mean, it's already reminding you of your favorite cereal, but apparently it wasn't sweet enough still. The struggle. Alright. Get in there. Sugary sweetness. Beautiful. Here, kid. Here's the tea. Can I have a different one? No! Okay. What do you think? Whoa, it tastes just like Commander Crispies. How did you do that? Magic. No way, magic's for nerds. Rude. Maybe tea doesn't suck if it tastes like Commander Crispies. It don't taste like dirt, but that's okay. I never really liked eating dirt anyway. Oh yeah, there's something I need to ask you. Do you think you could beat a lion in a fight? Definitely not. Really? I think you could. How about a whale? Could you beat a blue whale? A blue one specifically. I don't know how that would work. Well, that's easy, you just kill it with your sword or your hands. Yeah, obviously. Which would you rather fight, a lion or a whale? Why not both? Yeah, I want to do that too. I would stuff the lion right in the whale's blowhole. Could you beat a guy if he had a sword, but all you had was a toothbrush? Could you still kill him? Could I sharpen the toothbrush? Monster, combat isn't just about what type of weapon you have. Combat's about control. Control is physical, but it's also mental. Control is knowing what your opponent thinks, what he fears. I know exactly what my opponent wants, what he's scared of. I can win every time. That's how I became a champion. I made sure nobody could control me. Whoa! This is so cool. I'm learning way more than I ever did in school. Stay in school. No way, I'm not gonna let school control me. You need to go to school though. School is important. It's important. I do want to see, just really quickly, if it'll probably count for snot cones, which I've already had. Because I'm guessing it's based off of, whichever one you did first, basically. But just in case it's not, can I sit here? The little nook? I can't. I don't think I've ever tried sitting on the couch up here either. I can! Yeah, let's sit here. Drink out of my frog cup. Is this just gonna be snot cones?
When I was 15, this was after I'd run away from home and then come back. My mom pulled me aside, and she asked me why I seemed so scared. Why I was always insisting that bad things were going to happen, and that everyone needed to be more in control.
I don't think we've heard this.
Had someone hurt me? She asked. Was I in some sort of danger? I didn't know how to answer that. How to explain that, no, nobody had hurt me. I just knew. I knew something was going to happen. How to explain to her that I just had to be ready. So I didn't say anything. And then she looks at me, like she's about to communicate the most important information of her life. And she says, Alta, do you need to count things? What? I had no idea what she meant. She said, you know, counting things for no reason everywhere you go, and something bad will happen if you stop counting things. No, never. To this day, I've never felt anything like that, at all. But I don't know why. I told her yes. She nodded, very seriously. Okay, she said. There are ways of dealing with it. Don't ever let it show if you can help it. And please, don't tell your father. Don't tell your father.
That might have went over my head because my brain feels a little bit dumb right now, but I'm wondering if the counting that you're talking about in your current context is you fighting. And you losing your ability to fight is effectively what your mother was talking about. Things got kind of out of control and you felt like you lost control because you couldn't do that anymore. Your version of counting is fighting? I don't know, I'm probably wrong. It feels like it went over my head a bit. If I could re-listen to it, but we would have to, I guess I could just drink more coffee, but I don't want to put people through listening to that again. For me, let's see. So did I get... Wait, is that all of them now? Yeah, whistleberries. That did count for whistleberries. Okay. Yeah, and that's all of them. Cool. Alright, so we're done with those. I have a bunch of trinkets. But we gotta read Professor Currency's Guide to Economics. Welcome back, reader, to the thrilling world of economics. If you've read each volume of the book series up until now, then you should already be comfortable with such topics as inflation, scarcity, counterfeit dollar bills, the scrimmular effect, imaginary taxes versus actual taxes, and all 7 methods of exporting dairy. In this volume, however, we will be focusing on one singular topic, haggling. Haggling is a great paradox of economics. If everything has a price, why should the price change via negotiation? In this sense, haggling is a sort of economic black magic, a forbidden art to be called upon only in the most dire of circumstances. In some countries, excessive use of haggling can lead to a drastic prison sentence. Of course, a person skilled in haggling can quite easily reduce the prison sentence down to practically nothing. When is it appropriate to haggle? There are 3 generally accepted circumstances in which price negotiation is called for. First, when a vendor has used cosmic witch energy to artificially raise the price of a product. Witches are widely known for being disdainful of the basic tenets of capitalism and will therefore lend their powers to unscrupulous vendors in an effort to offset the market. Ugh. Second, it is acceptable to haggle on behalf of a small orphan child who's sickly ill and only has a single coin to his name, who hands you the coin and coughs pitifully, asking if you'll please help him buy a loaf of bread for himself and his sister, and he knows that a single coin isn't enough for bread, but won't but won't you please see if you can somehow negotiate the price down? And finally, is acceptable to barter within a government-approved 12-foot by 12-foot haggle zone if properly sanitized. Interesting. Wanderstop uses the Imperial system. How does one go about haggling? For many centuries, the most common way to initiate a negotiation was by declaring the code phrase, "Good gravy with spices, let's haggle these prices," which would then be responded in the affirmative with, I'm willing, I'll fight for each shilling." However, starting in the plated era, customs began to shift in favor of more physically confrontational methods, such as haggle slapping. Over time, haggle slapping waned in popularity due to government regulation, and a more formalized combat handshake took its place. You're of course welcome to use a combination of these methods depending on local customs. So let's say the pre-haggling rites have been completed and the negotiation itself has begun. Now what? It's time to remember the number one rule of haggling. Always, always reject the first offer. It makes no difference what the content of the first offer is. Even if you've been offered everything you're seeking plus another 25% on top, you turn it down. Be sure to couch your rejection in a pithy, condescending remark like, okay, we've gotten all the pathetic joke offers out of our system. Let's get down to business. The reason for this is simple. Haggling is all about establishing dominance. The person with the most confidence is always the one who wins the haggle, regardless of what the actual terms of the deal end up being. And the most important aspect of dominance, or of confidence, not dominance, is knowing that you could walk away at any time for any reason. You must be willing to burn everything you cherish to the ground at the drop of a hat simply to spite someone who is slightly more arrogant than you. Yeah, that's a healthy way to look at things. For this reason, after you reject the first offer and your opponent makes a counteroffer, the sensible thing to do is strongly consider rejecting the second offer as well, regardless of the details. Many business people will flip a coin to decide whether to even consider the second offer or reject it outright. Of course, coin flips are well known for their better than average odds, so you may wish to instead roll a series of weighted dice to create a higher likelihood of turning the offer down. If you've made it to the third offer, well done. You are now entering the vaunted Master's Inner Circle of Haggling. If up until this point the negotiation has been like a game of checkers, from here it becomes more like a game of 8-dimensional underwater chess played both forward and backwards in time entirely within the mind of a genius 12-year-old who's simultaneously crushing the world's leading chess champion in a real-life chess game on top of a mountain. At this point, there are no hard and fast rules of haggling. You will only succeed on a combination of instinct, experience, and brutal intimidation. There's one rule you remember, it should be this: always be willing to walk away, at any time, for any reason, if your opponent comments on how fair and equitable this deal is. Consider walking away simply to demonstrate superiority. If he mentions how hard times have been for him and what an incredible blessing this deal will be to help his family get back on their feet, you should walk away simply to test the legitimacy of his "I have a family" story, and if he ever shows you pictures of his family, immediately excuse yourself so that you can report him to the police for family-based fraud. Family-based fraud is the most morally detrimental to society of all crimes committed by man. This degenerate will spend the rest of his life behind bars. With this information, you should now have a firm grasp of the ins and outs of haggling. Continue to study and apply yourself through practice, and a complete mastery of price negotiation will be close at hand. I'll see you in the next volume of Professor Currency's Guide to Economics, where we'll review over 150 ways of identifying a family-based fraudster just by the look in his eyes. Wow, page 7 is just eyes. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Hey kid, nope, I don't got time for it. Sorry. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.